Ayrton Senna, a very successful three-time world champion, once said, "If you no longer go for the gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver." A one-stop solution providing facilities to pursue your passion for driving, leaving racing for the tracks and responsible driving for the roads. Union Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari informed Lok Sabha that while the numbers have slightly reduced globally, with more than 2 deaths per minute and 3,200 deaths per day, road traffic crashes remain to be the biggest reason of the children getting killed from ages 5 to 29. The problem statement is that motorsport industry faces challenges including high costs, facilities, safety regulations necessitating innovation for stability and growth. And due to these reasons, motorsports in India is not able to grow. And as Ayrton Senna,
you will change the.
This is for the projector itself.
One is.
I think it is charging now. Just give me.
Side to
Or you can bring in.
Yeah, it's charging now.
And as I mentioned, and Ayrton Senna said, if you no longer go for the gaps, you're no longer a racing driver. So I would like to go for these gaps and bridge the gap between them. Good afternoon, judges, and I would like you to introduce to Speed Shot, where we help motorsport enthusiasts to step into motorsports, into different streams of motorsports at an affordable price and convenience. The motorsport industry currently stands at $6.66 billion globally in the year 2024, and with a staggering base of 89 million Indian motorsport enthusiasts ready to step in. This is the competitions list where you could see the name of the competitors, where they do their process from, the services they provide, and the costings. The process is very simple, wherein the customer reaches out to us, whether it's through our website or our social media platform. They decide what services they want and make the payment for it, and finally they get the service. Why me? Why am I passionate about this, and why do I want to bridge the gap? A little bit about me. I'm Muskan Jibal, a 17-year-old national champion in karting, passionate and professional race car driver with 40 plus career podiums, nationally and internationally. So for me, I really wish to inspire the women especially to step into motorsports, and I mentioned before the road rash cases. I'd like to reduce them and contribute to the growth and development of the country. Thank you very much.
So maybe I missed, how do you relate to that accident and with that training that you
So basically the thing is that in India, most people use speed or other forms on speeding to vent out their anger on the roads, which is very unsafe and hence causes a lot of accidents. As I mentioned, it was 11 lakh 68,000. So besides of speeding on the roads, I would suggest them to go on the track, do the racing there, and leave responsible driving for the roads. As I mentioned earlier, leaving racing for the tracks and responsible driving for the roads. So my aim is basically, there are different streams in motorsports, right? So in my competitors list, you could see that they're only mainly providing for karting and Formula cars. There's only one competitor here, mainly in Delhi NCR, which is Bad Boys, but they only provide for drifting. And as I mentioned, I want to make it affordable and convenient to help other people step into motorsports. As you can see, the prices.
What is drifting?
Drifting is a stream of motorsports where you basically, the setup of the car is such where if you turn the car, the back side of the car goes out and you skip the car.
Where you make the fresh donuts on the road.
Yeah.
Where you make the fresh donuts on the road.
So you take multiple turn or only on the
Multiple
on the
turns.
curves, on the
Multiple
curves,
turns,
it slides rather than just going straight.
So, but in that, I think the tire, finishes after the drifting.
Yes,
or
it
the-
finishes quickly,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. People do these on the roads, which is
So
not
you have
safe.
done drifting?
I've done
How do
drifting.
you do drifting?
So basically it depends whether you're driving a manual car or an automatic car. But basically what you have to do is, main thing is you need to have a rear wheel drive. So when you lock the steering wheel in one direction and you give the throttle. So when you give the throttle, the rear obviously slides because it's a rear drive, so your power is coming from the back. So when your rear slides, the car goes this way. So to handle the drift, you play with the steering and the accelerator.
It can be done only in the start, or at a speed also you can do the drift?
You can do it at the speed also, and that's the thing. So because of speed and because people are doing these on the roads, it's very risky, and I would suggest them to do it on the tracks. And the thing is here, especially in north side of India, you don't have these facilities. You can see they're mainly in Bangalore, Coimbatore, Mumbai and Chennai, and there are so many other competitors that I have. But if you look at their pricings, 20,000 for 30 minutes.
So, Muskan,
Yeah.
sorry.
Good.
Yes.
These your competitors, do they own the track, or is the track on street?
Some of them own the tracks, but some of them also rent the track. That's why many of them their expenses are so
So
high.
in your business model, how does it figure in tracks?
So in my business model, what I'm planning to do is initially leasing out, but if I plan on buying the land, it costs me somewhere around 14 to 20 lakhs, crores, sorry, depending on the area I go for, because I want to make it convenient, especially for the north side of India. Because if I tell you about the Federation Motorsports Club of India, they mainly support south side and not the north side, because there are more facilities available. But compared to international and here in India, it's barely anything, because if I tell you about different streams, there is autocross, gymkhana, karting, saloon cars, drifting, and here there are only mainly 3 being highlighted.
So go back to a business plan.
And then, before that, see, how do you I still not been able to relate this with the road race and this. See, I can relate it to a sport, but how do you, tell all those crowds in 21 that you do this and you will not be killing people or whatever.
So I
how do you,
completely understand.
it's a 2-3 steps. So how do you make that connection?
So basically the connection is that there might be people who are doing these stunts on the roads and speeding on the roads, which is causing the accidents, right?
So you have a connection over there.
So
if
to
you like to
avoid
do the
that,
stunts, don't do it on the actual road.
It's
Do
about
it on
the
the
love and
road.
the passion for driving. So there are many people who love cars.
Yeah.
Literally grew up
Even
on the
bikes
passion,
also, a lot
right?
of people stunt.
So
and-
Even
that's
bikes,
what is
yes.
the only purpose. You know you want to do something, but
So-
you don't know in which direction to head.
So
how
there
to
is a
put the
place,
right
you are
way.
creating a platform where
Yes.
all such people who want to do stunts on the normal and risking their life and others' life to come here and do.
It is just like range room. तोड़ फोड़ करनी है तो वहाँ जाके
not really that, but of course if there is damage caused, there is an indemnity bond where if whatever damage is caused by the customers, they will pay for the damage.
So is this being done anywhere globally also?
Not what as of now, not what I'm aware of, but sure there are in India. There's one track in Noida, which is the Good International Circuit.
Let's conclude in 15 seconds.
There's one track in Noida, Good International Circuit. For them, they do formula cars, they do saloon cars, they do drifting, they do autocrosses, they do gymkhana. But they're only giving the track for rent to organize the events. They're not teaching them how to do them safely and how to proceed with their passion and
So-
keep themselves safe and the other
So
people
see,
as well.
you in your slide you only put the idea. Like you've
There's
seen
no
people
cost-
have created
cost
revenue
analysis.
sheet
Yeah,
or whatever
the
and whatnot.
cost ahead.
So how do you, what is the business out of it?
So these are the revenue streams, and the total revenue for 1 year that I'm getting is 3 crores 70 lakh 25,000.
And I am sure it is based on some work that you have done. How did you arrive to this figure?
Okay, so being in the motorsport industry for so long, I'm 17. I've been in motorsport since I was 8 years old. So I've known the ins and outs of it. So having connections and knowing about the sports, I have done my research and I have been working on it. So it's not just 2 days work. It has
if you
No,
have the
no,
revenue
please,
slide, if you have the
we
revenue
don't
slide,
have
can you
time
please
to
show
get
that?
into it, but
Uh,
I'm sure you have done.
Yeah, I think this is.
So these are the recurring costs, but this is the initial investment as I was talking about the land. So if I'm renting, it's
But
40 lakhs.
it's a renting.
Yes, it's 40 lakhs
Yeah.
per month for 3 to 4 acres.
Yeah.
But
So that should be your option one.
Yes, that is.
Always focus on your main idea.
Yes.
Don't focus on the peripheral cost.
Yes, but if I'm looking towards owning the land, It's depending again on the
Don't
location.
even look at it.
Yes.
Prove the idea with small investment.
Yes.
And then you will have a lot of investor, everyone coming in.
Definitely.
Don't spend money initially.
Mhm. So if we go
Start.
for locations, yes. So this would be the cost.
No, I think it's a good idea, but you need to again, and you've done some good work also. So you can start. Only thing is it's a very capital intensive.